Hi students, good morning. This is your science teacher, Mrs. Anita. Today we are going to see about an interesting topic from Science Chapter 5, Separation of Substances. In this chapter, we will going to discuss about what is separation, why do we separate substances, what are the methods of separation, what is meant by hand picking, what is meant by threshing, what is meant by winnowing, and what is meant by sieving. Let's go to the session. There are many instances when we notice a substance being separated from a mixture of materials. Tea leaves are separated from the liquid with a strainer while preparing tea. Grain is separated from stalks while harvesting. As we learned in chapter 3, we begin cotton to separate its seeds from the fiber. Suppose you are given a basket containing mangoes and guavas and asked to separate them. What would you do? Pick out one kind and place them in a separate container, right? Seems easy, but what if the materials we want to separate are much smaller than mango or guava? Imagine you are given a glass of sand with salt mixed it. How can you separate? But why would we need to separate substances like this at all? Let's do an activity to find the answer. In this table, column 1 containing few processes of separation. The purpose of separation and the way separated components are used mentioned in column 2 and 3 respectively. However, the information given in column 2 and 3 is jumbled up. Can you match each process with its purpose and the way separated components are used? We see that before we use a substance, we need to separate harmful or non-useful substances that may be mixed with it. Sometimes we separate even useful components if we need to use them separately. The substances to be separated may be particles of different sizes or materials. These may be solids, liquids, or even gases. So, how do we separate substances mixed together if they have so many different properties? We will discuss some simple methods of separating substances that are mixed together. You may come across some of these methods being used in day-to-day activities. Methods of separation: hand picking, threshing, winnowing, sieving, sedimentation, decantation, filtration, evaporation, condensation, magnetic separation, and let's on. Take a handful of grain and spread it on a sheet of paper. Are there pieces of stone, has broken grain, and particles of any other grain in it? Now try to remove this. You can ask help from your mother. Which separation method can you use? Yes, we can use hand picking method of separation. You can try this activity from handful of mixture. Hand picking is used for removing the undesirable solid constituents from the mixture. This method of hand picking is used for separating slightly larger sized impurities like the pieces of dirt, stone, and husk from wheat, rice, or pulses. The quantity of such impurities is usually not very large. In such situations, we find that hand picking is a convenient method of separating substances. The next one is threshing. You must have seen bundles of wheat or paddy stalks lying in fields after harvesting the crop. Stalks are dried in the sun before the grain is separated from them. Each stalk has many grain seeds attached to it. Imagine the number of grain seeds in hundreds of bundles of stalk lying in the field. How does the farmer separate grain seeds from those bundles of stalks? One may pluck mangoes or guavas from the trees. But grind seeds are much smaller than mangoes or guavas, so plucking them from their stalks would be impossible. How does one separate grind seeds from their stalks? The process that is used to separate grain from stalks, etc., is threshing. In this process, the stalks are beaten to free the grain seeds. Sometimes threshing is done with the help of bullocks. Machines are also used to thresh large quantities of grain. The next one is winnowing. For understanding winnowing, let's do an activity. Make a mixture of dry sand with sawdust or powdered dry leaves. Keep this mixture on a plate or a newspaper. Look at this mixture carefully. Can the two different components be made out easily? Are the sizes of particles of the two components similar? Would it be possible to separate the components by hand picking? Now take your mixture to an open ground and stand on a raised platform. Put the mixture in a plate or sheet of paper. Hold the plate or the sheet of paper containing the mixture at your shoulder height. Tilt it slightly so that the mixture slides out slowly. What happens? Do both the components, sand and sawdust, fall at the same place? Is there a component that blows away? Did the wind manage to separate the two components? This method of separating components of a mixture is called winnowing. Winnowing is used to separate heavier and lighter components of a mixture by wind or by blowing air. Winnowing is commonly used by farmers to separate lighter husk particles from heavier seeds of grain. The next method is sieving. Sometimes we may wish to prepare a dish with flour. We need to remove impurities and